Hello, and welcome to a Friday Focus about college course enrollment. So, today we're going to talk about taking college courses while in high school. So, when you take a college course in high school, you can actually add that course to your master agreement and earn both high school credit and college credit at the same time. But remember, when you take a college course, this also starts your college transcript. So, college courses are often more rigorous and difficult, and you need to make sure that you're ready for the college course before you sign up. Make sure you check the college's add drop deadlines so that you can drop a course without penalty. These are just a few of the California community colleges that our students attend. So, all of these here are just a few examples of where our students have gone in the past. In fact, some of our students have even taken college courses at community colleges located in Los Angeles and in San Diego. Since a lot of college campuses offer virtual classes, asynchronous online courses now, our students are actually able to take college courses from a variety of colleges, no matter the location. All right, so today's agenda, we're going to talk with a student panel. So we're going to hear from students who have taken college courses. We're going to talk about the basics of college courses, and then we're going to talk about the difference between concurrent and dual enrollment programs at our school. And then we're going to look at next steps for if you actually want to go through the process of signing up and taking a college course. All right, so please welcome our student panel. Since this will be posted, I'm going to stop the recording right now and then resume once we finish all the questions. All right, now that we have finished our student panel, we're going to talk about the basics of college course enrollment. So when you sign up for a college course in high school, there is actually no tuition associated with that course. What that means is most California colleges allow high school students to take college courses for free. Again, this is most most California colleges. Not all of them have no tuition, so just keep that in mind. But for our school, most local community colleges around Northern California do actually have free tuition or for high school students. But just keep in mind there are some fees and costs associated with the courses. So there are some registration fees, and sometimes students are required to purchase textbooks for a college course as well. There are also age restrictions to keep in mind. Some community colleges may have a minimum age or grade level requirement, so families might have to petition for younger students to enroll, but there are some colleges that also allow middle school students to take college courses. For the most part, I think when there is an age restriction, it's usually limited to about 16 and older. So just double check the college you're interested in to see if they have an age restriction. There are also prerequisites to keep in mind. So some advanced college courses will have prerequisites attached. That means, for example, if you're going to take a chem class, sometimes colleges require that you take a bio class first. And sometimes they're even so specific that they want you to take the bio class at the college level before you take the chemistry class at the college level. So just keep that in mind. There could be prerequisites, so check to make sure before you sign up for a course. And you need to plan accordingly if there are prerequisites. There are also course restrictions at times, so some community colleges also restrict certain courses for high school students due to the mature content and other risk factors. For example, English 101 is sometimes restricted to only high school seniors or high school juniors and seniors, simply because the college wants to make sure the student is able to write at a college level. So that's why they have a age restriction for high schoolers. They want upperclassmen just so that they know their writing can keep up with the college level. Another example is a psychology course. Sometimes the content in a psychology course can be very sensitive and mature, so that's why they also restrict psychology courses to older students. So just keep that in mind when signing up for college courses. There is a credit conversion chart. So 1 credit at the college level is actually the same as a 2.5 credit high school course. If your college course is worth about 1.5 or 2.5 credits, then we actually issue 5 credits for that college course on the high school transcript. And if your college course is 3 credits or more, we actually issue 10 credits. So that means 1 college course could actually fulfill a whole year of a high school requirement. So, for example, if you take a Spanish 101 class at the college level, that is a 3 credit or more course. For it in high school, it actually fulfills a full year of high school Spanish. So that means you're getting 10 credits of high school's level Spanish awarded to you. So just keep that in mind. If you take anything less than 1 unit, then we actually just copy the same amount over. So for example, if you take a PE course that is worth 0.5 credits at the college, then we will add the PE course for 0.5 credits on the high school transcript as well. So this is just a conversion chart if you're interested in learning how your college course will transfer and convert to a high school transcript. There is also something called the course catalog that you should be aware of. The course catalog is a great way to start researching what courses you want to take. So the courses can be overwhelming, and there's a lot of choices. So just keep that in mind. There's often hundreds of classes listed in the course catalog. So if you're really curious, that course catalog will include course titles, course codes, and also descriptions, so you can read on about every single course the school offers. Remember, college requirements and high school requirements are different, so not all courses listed will fulfill a specific high school graduation requirement. So please watch our other videos about high school graduation requirements and also college entrance requirements if you want to learn more. And always check with your high school counselor if you have a specific requirement that you would like to fulfill. So for example, in this image, you see Columbia College offers multiple different biology courses. They have an animal biology course, a human biology course, and a plant biology course. These are all amazing college level bio courses. However, none of these will fulfill the high school biology requirement. So for high school, we actually have to cover a generalized biology course. So that's why we need to actually learn about animal biology, human biology, and plant biology for high school. So we cover all those topics a little bit in high school, and then in college you go in depth. And so because they separate all of those topics out into their individual biology courses, these are actually going to fulfill a high school elective graduation requirement, not the life science requirement. So that's why we always advise students to double check with their high school counselor. Just because a course title has biology in the name, for example, it doesn't mean that it will fulfill that biology graduation requirement. So always check with your high school counselor. They are experts. They will tell you whether a college course will meet that high school graduation requirement. There are also some examples you can pull up. So if you search for your college name and course catalog, typically you'll be able to pull up a course catalog that you can download and look through. So for example, if I search Sierra course catalog, I should be able to find the course catalog for Sierra College. When deciding on a course, make sure that your schedule is balanced. We have seen students burn out because they take too many college courses at the same time and they don't do as well in the college courses, or maybe they don't do as well in the high school courses because their schedule is not balanced. So if this is your first college course, please consider taking a easier elective, something that you are interested in. So instead of taking like a biology course or an English course, you might want to take a ceramics course or a painting course, just because you're interested in that topic and you know it's enjoyable and it's an elective, so it might be a little bit easier than one of those core courses. And remember, to have a balanced schedule means you have a balanced number of elective courses and core courses. When I say core courses, I'm referring to like the math, English, science, history courses. So just make sure that it is balanced, that you do not burn out if you're going to go take college courses. Something that you should also consider looking at is the class schedule. So the class schedule will have, excuse me, the class schedule will be posted each term, and it will have information about the course availability, the instructor, and meeting times. So here we have an example of ASL courses that are asynchronous. So you'll see the class schedule will tell you how the course is delivered. So is it in person? Is it online? If you're kind of antisocial and you don't like big crowds, maybe you want to take an online course, because then you can chat in the discussion instead of talking in person, and you can see all of your classmates in the safety of your own home. So that's something to consider if you prefer online, or if you're a social butterfly and you like to be on campus and you do better in a classroom setting, you might consider taking a in-person class. So just keep that in mind. And of course, always make sure that the class will fit into your busy schedule. So some courses are asynchronous. That means there are no scheduled required meeting times. So you can take that course and watch the videos at your leisure, so whenever you have time. Otherwise, sometimes they'll list the course time that you have to log in or show up for. So for example, if it's a Monday, Wednesday class, if it's 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., that means you're required to go every single time. And so just make sure, if you're signing up for a course, if you're a morning person, that you can make those 8 a.m. classes. I promise you, when I was in college, I signed up for 8 a.m. classes, and I fell asleep in almost every single one of my 8 a.m. classes. So make sure that whatever you decide to take, that class schedule will work for you. You can also look at who the instructor is and see, and you can actually go on Rate My Professor and find reviews for all of these instructors. You'll notice some courses do fill up faster than others. That's because the professor is usually much better than the other one. And the nice thing about college is that you can actually choose your professor. You can see who you want to teach the topic to, or who you want the professor to be. So also keep in mind that there is availability is listed too. So for example, some courses are waitlisted. If they're very popular, you'll see that they fill up very quickly, and you'll see that it's a waitlisted course. And if it's open, you'll see that there are openings as well. So just take advantage of the class schedule. Usually you can go onto the college's website, look up class schedule, and then you can select your term, so whether the fall, the winter, the spring, or the summer, and then find the course that you're interested in and see if it's offered. Not all courses are offered every single term, so just keep that in mind when you're looking at class schedules. And again, make sure that the class you pick will fit into your schedule and that you can actually make those meeting times. All right, so let's talk about concurrent and dual enrollment. These are the two options that you can take college courses through at our school. So concurrent enrollment refers to when a student actually picks a college course at any of the California community colleges and they enroll. So this is largely the student's responsibility to fulfill all of just basically finding the courses, filling out the forms, submitting everything for signatures. It's largely up to the student to do all of that, and you would have to go find the course you're interested in. And we don't limit the types of courses you take, and we don't limit which California college you take the course from either. For dual enrollment, this is specifically a partnership with one community college. And in this case, we've actually formed a partnership with Yuba College. So we actually pre-select the courses that our students are able to take, and all of the courses are restricted to high school students. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about college courses. There are two options that our students can take college courses through. So with concurrent enrollment, students can choose any course at a community college in California. And with dual enrollment, students actually select a course from a pre-selected list of college courses that we've determined, and it is through a partnership with Yuba College. So let's look at the comparison chart for concurrent and dual enrollment. So with our partnership with UBA, just keep in mind that students have a limited selection of college courses to choose from. The courses are pre-selected with high school graduation requirements and college general education requirements in mind. So what that means is we picked a lot of English, US history, world history, Spanish. All of these courses will fulfill high school graduation requirements, but they often will also fulfill general education requirements at the college as well. So we try to be really mindful of the college courses we're offering through UBA. Many of the college courses taken at UBA will fulfill both of the high school and college GE requirements. So that means when our students complete all of those UBA college courses while enrolled in high school, they are working towards an AA at the same time. And most likely they might even get to that goal or get very close to earning an AA by the time they graduate high school. The UBA College Partnership does not mean that we have control over the course content of that college course. So remember, professors still have the final say over material covered in their courses. The partnership just means that we're actually pre-selecting courses, we're working with the enrollment department to work out any issues, and we're facilitating the transcript collection. So that's what that partnership means. It does not mean we have control over the college course itself. It does mean we can usually let our partner know if there are complaints about a certain professor or about topics in a course. However, it's always up to the professor how they want to deal with those complaints. While concurrent enrollment offers flexibility and variety, dual enrollment will offer more structure and support. So just keep that in mind when thinking about taking college courses. In both scenarios, students will have access to college level coursework and they will earn high school credit and college credit no matter which option they choose. So just keep that in mind. All the courses we have selected through UBA do offer a GPA bump. The concurrent classes, many college courses will offer a GPA bump. So for example, an A is worth a 4.0. Many of those courses at the college level will actually be worth a 5.0. If they earn an A. For Bs, they would earn a 4.0. For a C, they would earn a 3.0, and so on. So there is a slight GPA bump, but for concurrent enrollment courses, not all the college courses, for example, a college PE course does not get the GPA bump, and that's where your high school counselor would come into play. Meet with them, tell them what college courses you're interested in, and they will tell you exactly how that college course will count. And remember, concurrent enrollment is open to all college students. So your student is often taking a college course with other college students. So just remember maturity levels. That's something to consider, that your high school student is taking courses and engaging in college level discussions with other college students. So that's something to keep in mind. For UBA College Partnership, that dual enrollment, we do restrict those courses to high school students only. So that's something to consider. Excuse me. All right, so if you're ready for college courses, let's talk about next steps. So if you're ready, you will want to decide whether you want to take concurrent or dual enrollment courses. And you can actually mix and match. So if you're not sure which to take advantage of, you can actually take a concurrent enrollment course. So for example, if you love a ceramics course that we don't offer through our dual enrollment program, you can take a ceramics course at Sierra College, and then take a UBA College English class, because that's something we offer through our dual enrollment program. So you can take both, but decide whether you want to do either or both. And then choose the college course that you want to take, and also pick a backup course. College courses can sometimes be impacted, which means they're very popular. For example, English 101 is a requirement that almost all high school college students have to take before graduation. So it will be full every single year. So the popular professors often fill up first. So just keep that in mind when you're picking out a college course. Choose something as a backup as well that you're interested in. And it's okay if you don't get into the course you want. It is always offered. It's probably going to be offered either next semester or next year. So college courses will always be offered on a regular basis. So if you don't get in the first time, you can always try again the next time. You can also just sign up for a backup course so that you still are in a college course. Or if you don't want to take any other course except the one you selected, that's totally fine. You can wait it out. You can wait until you actually get in. Just keep in mind that it is difficult sometimes to get into the more popular courses, so having a backup is a good idea. Contact your homeschool teacher and your high school counselor. So if you have questions, please reach out to our staff. If you are considering taking a college course for the very first time, I would highly recommend talking to your homeschool teacher or your high school counselor just for advice before starting that process. If you're having trouble selecting a college course or even narrowing down your choices, you might want to talk to a high school counselor. They might be able to steer you in the right direction. All right, so once you have decided that you want to apply, you'll need to open an account at CCC Apply. So that is the California Community Colleges admissions page, and you'll actually apply through this portal. You'll want to set up an account, and once you do, you will receive a California college student ID number. So that ID number is used on your application form. So just remember that you will need to fill the application out, get your student ID number, and then add that to your application form. Please note that each community college will have their own high school recommendation and application form. Students will need to visit the college's website to find that form. Usually we won't walk you through that process, so you really do have to be ready for a college level course and be ready for the college application process too. You're going to need to visit the college website and find that application form for yourself. The form is not always called a high school recommendation form. For example, Sierra College, it's called the Academic Enrichment Application, and these forms do need to be filled out each time a student wants to take a college course. At the Los Rios colleges, it's called the Advanced Education Application. So there's different forms to fill out. For Yuba College, through our dual enrollment program, students actually fill out a California College and Career Access Pathways enrollment form. So it's like a CAP form. There's a lot of acronyms in education. There's a lot of different names for the same thing, unfortunately, at all the campuses. So just keep that in mind when you're searching for an application form. Specifically, look for the community college and look for a high school application form, a form for high school students to fill out to take college courses. There is usually a specific section with directions on each college's main webpage, so just look for that. And a simple Google search, usually with the college name, high school, and application form, might pull up the right thing for you. And once you have everything filled out, you will make sure that the community college student ID number is filled in, and then you'll want to upload all of that to the college course enrollment survey. The survey will notify the high school counselor that there is a approval needed. And so what they'll do is review the college course and then fill out the form, the rest of the form, sign it, and then return that form back to you in about 3 business days. And they will tell you how that college course is going to count towards high school graduation requirements as well. So they'll give you additional information and steps to follow once the form has been officially signed and completed. So again, this could take about a week to finish, depending on when you start the application process, how long it takes for you to fill out the application form, and how long it takes the counselors to look at the course, review it, and sign it and get that form back to you. They do support hundreds of students at our high school, so it could take a while. During busy season, we process a couple hundred of these college forms. So just remember that it could take a while, so plan accordingly. As soon as enrollment opens, usually I recommend that students keep track of when enrollment opens for the college that they want to take a college course from, and that they keep that deadline in mind and fill out the form as soon as possible. Do not procrastinate. Courses do fill up pretty quickly, especially for the popular ones, so you do want to be mindful of deadlines. All right, so once you're enrolled, what you'll want to do is send a proof of enrollment to your high school counselor. A proof of enrollment could look like a receipt of enrollment or a class schedule, for example, or even a unofficial transcript will work. Pretty much that proof of enrollment will show our staff that your student has enrolled in a course in that specific term. And then once the course is added to the student schedule, a master agreement will be sent out, and then you will sign an addendum to approve that update. And be mindful of college deadlines as well. So reach out if your student needs help. If a student is struggling in a college course, they might want to reach out to the professor for office hours. And maybe even finding a tutor is possible, or if it's just not working well and the college course is a little too difficult to handle right now, then your student might want to drop that college course before the add drop deadline. So be mindful of deadlines at the college level. If a student drops a course before a add drop deadline, then there won't be any penalty. So there's nothing will show up on the college transcript. If they drop a course too late after that deadline, then a W will show up on the college transcript. It's not the end of the world if a student does poorly on a college course or if they get a W on the college transcript. However, we want to try to avoid as many of those as possible. So always reach out for help, and also let your high school counselor know if there are any major scheduling changes. Just tell your homeschool teacher and your high school counselor if you drop a course or if you change any course or decide to take something else other than what was approved on the form. You'll want to be in constant communication because changes in the schedule does impact high school graduation. So we just want to make sure everything is in order. And don't forget that we do need to verify all college course grades before they end up on the high school transcript. So that means students will need to order official transcripts once courses have been completed and grades are posted. Remember that final grades have to be ready before ordering those transcripts. Sometimes our students order transcripts and the grades haven't been posted yet because it takes the professor a little bit to finish grading everything and finalizing their grades. So just keep that in mind. Also, many schools have actually partnered with us and will share student grades and transcripts with us directly. So check with your high school counselor to see if you need to order official transcripts or not. All right, the most important thing, if you are interested in college courses, talk to your high school counselor. They have so much knowledge to offer. So the high school counselor will look at the college course and they will review whether the college course meets A to G requirements, so college entrance requirements. And they'll also review how that college course will count towards high school graduation requirements. They'll also look at that college course and look at whether it will be awarded a extra GPA bump on the high school transcript. So these are all things that they will be able to tell you. So it's always a good idea to meet with them. Thank you so much for attending this presentation. If you have any questions, reach out to your high school counselor or your homeschool teacher. And thank you so much for joining us on this Friday. Thank you.